It now gives me great pleasure to give the President's Award. This is an award I get to personally make every year, and it's pretty neat. This year it's given to a very small town in Texas called Frisco. I want to show you a quick video about Frisco, and then we'll proceed.
It's one of the fastest growing school districts in Texas and the nation. The Frisco Independent School District is home to more than 30,000 students attending 42 schools, including 3 new ones. In 2009, FISD opened an early childhood school, an elementary, and a new high school. Plus, a 6th high school is already on the way. Given this growth, it's no surprise student safety is a top priority.
We're always looking for ways to try to keep our schools safe.
In this case, FISD didn't look far. In 2008, the district teamed with the City of Frisco's information technology, police, and fire departments to develop a unique program called SAFER. Situational Awareness for Emergency Response integrates multiple city and school district information databases and gives Frisco's first responders real-time access to the most up-to-date information from a single screen.
It's the most advanced tool that I'm aware of. It gives us an incredible amount of information almost instantly, wherever we are, wherever the responder is. It also gives everyone on the scene the opportunity to have the same view.
SAFER allows Frisco firefighters and police officers to begin their plan of attack even before the first units arrive. SAFER information is accessible from mobile data computers in squad cars, fire trucks, and ambulances, from MDCs inside the fire department's mobile command unit, and from the Emergency Operations Center, or EOC.
If I want a unit at this particular location, I can take my finger and draw on the screen a little mark, and it pops up on every other police officer's screen, and the ability to pop up on every fireman's screen and see, this is where we're putting a unit and this is where we have an officer. That's big. That's not something I ever thought I would see in my career.
SAFER was a year in the making. At least a half dozen city IT staff members with varying areas of expertise worked to design the tailor-made program both city and school stakeholders envisioned.
From the beginning, the major design criteria was to design in such a way that for our first responders, they would access the same way they're accessing other information for other emergencies.
The last thing you need when responding to an emergency is trying to find information that you may not have, or even worse, incorrect information.
We believe that it can save lives. We believe that it can save property. Does it live up to its name? Absolutely. It makes Frisco safer.
We picked this particular one, or I would say I picked this particular one, because it's kind of like the little city who could. This is a small city, and they have a very small GIS and IT staff. They were able to blend GIS with their whole IT infrastructure and then come out with this incredible application. So I'm very pleased to introduce to you, maybe, Susan Olson and her team. Please. She's going to talk for a couple minutes and show you some of what she's done. Susan, here we are. Thank you. Good luck. Yeah. One last thing. This little award has been all around the world, different cities, different places. So, Susan, it gives me a great pleasure to give you this, and you really deserve it, you and your team.
Thank you. It's a great honor to be here today. We really appreciate the award. It's been an incredible ride. I want to thank Jack and his team for making this possible and for seeing something special in us. As it was mentioned, we are a relatively small GIS team of 6. We brought 2 with us here today. John Morley is our senior analyst, and Brian Mackey, he's our public safety analyst. And with a little help of technology, you can see the rest of our team back in Frisco are here with us today. They've been watching along live this morning so they can be a part of this incredible community and experience. Hi, guys. Hello.
Hi. Good morning. Susan's GIS team is at the center of our universe here in Frisco. Thank you, Jack and Esri, for this recognition and award.
I have two thoughts for you. First is that I feel that GIS has been successful at the City of Frisco because it's centralized and an integral part of the IT department. IT works together to support all the departments and everyone understands that intelligent maps are a key to the city's success. And second, we approach all of our projects believing we will make a difference, and we do. SAFER is one of our many pride and joys that we built on top of ArcGIS with the help of GeoComm and our first responders. And to help make this point, we brought a special surprise along today, our Assistant Fire Chief, Paul Siebert, who's going to share with us how the first responders are using SAFER in their vehicles today.
Thank you, 604, automatic fire alarm, Frisco High School, 6401 Parkwood, 6401 Parkwood. Your cross streets are Chapel Creek and Stonebrook. Map number is Lincoln 14 Boy.
It's 2 a.m., and we've just been dispatched to a smoke investigation at Frisco High School. We roll out of bed, we rub the sleep out of our eyes, and we climb up into those big $500,000 fire trucks. We got to make sure that we're the closest unit because we want to make sure we get a fast response to the high school. So we look around and make sure we are the closest unit, and we pull out of the station and make a right on the street. Now we want to be able to give information to our driver. We want to make sure we can get there quickly and safely. So we look and zoom closer into the school, and we can see the major roads around the facility, and we can see the best way to get there. Once we've got that information to our driver, now we can zoom closer into the school. We can see the site plan, and we're looking for key information on this site plan. It's going to give us information like where the fire lanes are located, where the fire hydrants are, and where that fire department connection is, which is how we connect to the sprinkler system to put water in there. When we want to get additional information that we've gathered previously out there, we can go to the pre-fire plan information, which is connected to the site detail interface. And in that information, we're able to look and see how that building's constructed and what unique hazards we've noticed out there before that we want to be on the lookout for. And we're also able to see a chemical inventory list of all the hazardous materials that are inside the building. Very important to us. We also want to make sure we understand who it is we want to talk to at the school district. And through a collaboration with the school district, they're able to update the information through a SharePoint site as that information changes. So if they just changed principals the day before, we get the most updated contact information. Now we want to take a closer look. We want to look at the floor plan and start to remember the last time we were out there at the school, what those hallways look like and how the rooms were laid out and what those rooms were used for. When we zoom in, we can see that the color coding underneath the rooms give us different information. Green for the administration area and pink for the nurse's office. But now we really get to see how SAFER works. We get to see an amazing thing. We get real-time information from inside those schools. By clicking on one of 1,700 different cameras, we're able to get a live video feed from inside the hallway. And so I can see 3 miles before I get to the school that there's smoke inside that hallway, and I could call for additional resources. I can bring more engines and more ladder trucks and a battalion chief with me. And now we're able to get this information, put it together, and now I can focus on my job, which is to take a hose line inside of that building and put that fire out inside of that room. We're going to call that Plan A. But in our world, we always have to consider Plan B and Plan C because things just don't always work out the way we want them to. So we're going to worry about the Plan B and Plan C is what the battalion chief is going to worry about. Their job is going to be consider how do we create a perimeter around this room so that the fire doesn't spread and take down the whole building. And we need to consider what kind of resources we need in order to do that. How many ladder trucks are we going to need? And how much water? And water is a key one. We need to understand what kind of water supply we've got. And we can turn on the water layer and we can see that we've got 8-inch water lines underneath this school. We do some quick math and we're able to know that we can put 4 ladder trucks on that 8-inch water line before we run the water line dry. But we can also use other layers. We can use the storm sewers and the contours for hazardous materials incidents. We can use the parcels for evacuations. We can even use the highway mile markers so that if somebody gets into an accident on the tollway and they just can't see anything else except those highway mile markers, that we can find them. This information is incredibly valuable to us, and you've seen how we've just used it on one incident today. But SAFER is really part of a bigger program. It includes our Emergency Operations Center, our Police Dispatch, and our Mobile Command Center. Firefighters respond to incidents like this every day, and they call us heroes for that. But now they're armed with the information that GIS professionals, just like you, are providing to us. Well, we come home safer because of that. And in my book, that makes all of you heroes just as much as anybody that puts on one of these. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 2010 President's Award winner, the City of Frisco.